There's no doubt the funds industry is one of Ireland's success stories. The Irish Funds sponsored Indicon report from last year noted that there are 16,000 people directly employed in the sector and 17,000 indirectly employed, and a tax take north of 800 million. Total assets under administration in Ireland grew from 1.8 trillion in 2008 to 4.2 trillion by the end of 2018. That's a compound annual growth rate of 13%. Domiciled funds grew from 646 billion to 2.4 trillion, a compound annual growth rate of 16%. According to AFAMA, total assets under management in Europe grew from just shy of 11 trillion in 2008 to just shy of 26 trillion in 2019. As a percentage of GDP, that's from 81% to close to 150%. The industry's role in financing the economy will continue to grow. Consequently, from a financial stability perspective, ESMA's November report on liquidity risk in investment funds should not be a surprise. Which takes me to CP86. Again, it cannot be a surprise that the CBI continues to raise the bar in terms of regulatory oversight and its demand of fund management companies, both from the perspective of investor outcomes and broader financial stability. There have been noises in the industry that the CBI is more restrictive than the CSSF and that the CBI requires more substance, and hence is putting the Irish industry at a disadvantage. I have to say, working across jurisdictions, that is not borne out by the evidence. Luxembourg have their 18698, where we have our CP86. They have conducting officers, where we have designated persons. Luxembourg's SMIC and substance debate is a few years behind us now. You wouldn't want to be in a jurisdiction where the regulator allows their seal of approval or their kite mark to be attached to a product or service without proper governance and oversight being in place. And given our experience of how the shutters can come down during a financial crisis, it is not unreasonable of a regulator to ask for hearts and minds in the jurisdiction. And all of this, of course, is against the backdrop of what might be a hard Brexit. I believe delegation is here to stay, at least in the medium term. Centres of excellence benefit investors, both in terms of skills and performance and economies of scale. Careful and constructive engagement with the regulators is the only way forward if the delegated model is to be protected for both investors and firms. And here I'm talking about the spirit of the law rather than the letter of the law. Well-managed firms should not be threatened by CP86. CP86 asks that fund management companies know what good looks like and that they measure themselves against that benchmark, be that product design and suitability, risk management, both market and operational, or governance. Effectiveness is the degree to which objectives are achieved and the extent to which targeted problems are solved. Efficiency means doing the thing right. Effectiveness means doing the right thing. They do not have to be mutually exclusive. How will you know when you've effectively embedded CP86? When your board is no longer a supportive subsidiary, but rather is a demanding client. Thank you for watching, and please do reach out if you have questions.